each other by accident. I called her to ask her about a book, and the next thing I know, Channel 10, Channel 12, Wichita Eagle was calling me. And I want to say thank you for letting the Dale family be a part of this ceremony.
Oh, God bless you. And I'll see you later at the dinner. We got more.
Hello, folks. My name is Clyde Stevens. I'm a child who I just want to take the other survivors, military, people who lost their loved ones to my children.
I think there's also a family here that will speak on behalf of the Boldens that lost their lives here that day. If you come up, please. And I do want to recognize Timna Jackson here, Jackson Mortuary.
Albert Bolden and Willie. And it was a real gloomy Saturday morning. And it was so cold and snowy. And I received a phone call, and it was my mother. And she asked me, have you heard the news about a plane crashing over on Piatt? And I said no. And at that time, I just hung the phone up and ran out my front door. It was early in the morning. I wasn't even dressed or anything. I didn't have a car at that time. So I ran across the street and asked my neighbor, Mrs. Brown, if she would bring me up here on Piatt. And she said, yes, baby, I'll take you up there. But you got to get dressed first. It's too cold. Because I was just in a tizzy. And so she took me up there. And my daughter was 3 months old at the time of this plane crash. And her father, Albert, it was Albert and Albert, they were twin brothers. Both of them were in the United States Air Force. And at the time, Albert was in Okinawa. And so when they found out about the plane crash, the Red Cross sent him home immediately. And then my daughter, she had came to, well, she lived in Wichita, but she went to WSU, and then she decided she didn't want to go to school, so she went in the U.S. Navy, and so she retired in July of 2006 after serving 21 years in the United States Navy. And her father, Albert Bolden, he retired in 1987 after serving 26 years with the Air Force. And then in October of 2007, Albert went home to be with the Lord. And so on the anniversary, when my daughter retired from the Navy in Virginia Beach, they had a flag placed at the memorial site out to McConnell, and they flew it in honor of Albert and Albert and to celebrate her retirement. And I just thank everyone for coming.
I think that I'm looking for I think I'm getting older and I'm losing my hearing and I'm trying to hear y'all and hear, so if y'all could, I am looking for a son of the co-pilot on the plane. Are you here, Chris Whitset? Are you here? If you are, please come up, sir. On the plane. day. And again, I might add that those brave airmen made that decision to go close. They would have taken out so many more people. And so, Chris, I just talked with you on the email, but thank God you made it here. So please come and share.
I just want to thank everybody for being here on what you just said was a great day. My mom, Janine Winseth, is back there. No, she wants to stay back there. And my son. So, okay. So, that's my son, Lord, and my daughter, Tyler. But I just want to say thanks for everybody coming here. I want to say thank you to my father for, he only got, Gary Winseth, he only got 700 hours in the 135. I got 2,500. So I wanted to thank him for allowing me to do that. In fact, during one summer, I actually flew missions out of Toronto here for 3 months. So I just want, like I said, I want to thank my dad for allowing me to have a great family career. I want to thank you all for being here. Having been an aircrew member, I can tell you for a fact that aircrew did the right thing on that day. They initially thought, how can I save this aircraft? Because I've been involved in similar, incidents. But that they, at the last moment, they made the right decision. And it's unfortunate what happened. I think of this day all the time. And like I said, that's all I really got. And I want to say thank you for, I guess, the first responders that are here too, and their, for providing their outstanding efforts. And thank you for the color guard, and thank you to Tom.
I wasn't going to show you because I wasn't going to come.
Oh, look at this.
But this is Bam. Gary gave them to me in April of 1960. The first time he was gone for a week. And he said, anytime I'm gone, Bambi will take care of you. And Bambi, as you can see, had to have some hope because he's falling apart. But he has been a comfort to me. It reminds me of Gary. And Gary loves to fly, very dedicated to his service to the country. He was very patriotic. He was a wonderful man. Anybody would like him. He loved his family. He loved his kids. He was a disciplinarian, but he never yelled. But you can tell by the tone of his voice, he's in the look in his eyes. And he meant business, and he meant business. And he never, ever but I truly believe God has reasons for everything. Sometimes we never know. But I just want to bless all you people for being here.
Okay, I'm trying to convince Janine, the wife of Sergeant Joseph Jenkins, to come to an honorary dinner tonight. Usually after a memorial, you have a dinner for the family, and I'm hoping that she will come. At this time, I want to ask again, because as I said, I've only talked to people on the phone. Are there any other members of the family, members of the airmen, the 7 airmen that were on the plane that day here? If you are, please stand up or speak up. Or that's Representative Gail Finney's favorite deal, stand up and speak up. No, at this point, I'm going to go on then to others who not yet. That part's not yet. I just wanted to make sure that we did not overlook any family members of the pilots. Mark, did Denise want to say something? Okay. Okay, so with that said, then I would like for Fire Chief Garcia and Fire Chief Ron Blackwell to come forward and stand here, because without those firefighters, I do have to mention this. I received a phone call, and I don't know if he's here. And if you're here, Alan Lister, he was a fireman with the Wichita Fire Department, and he was a young fireman, and he has given us a picture which actually hangs in the Historical Museum on Main Street across from the Central City Library, where he drew a picture of the flames and fire as he saw it that day walking up. He's 77 years old, in a wheelchair. He lives in Newton, Kansas. I know he'll be okay with reading the names. And
I want to get a close-up of that piece of aircraft. Appreciate it, thank you.
The American Legion Colonel Dan DeMont is going to read the names for the military personnel, so we'll get to meet him.
Colonel Doug Muller.
Doug Muller, I'm sorry. And then there's John Barron. Thank you so much with the commemorative Jayhawk wing. And then later we'll have Colonel Doug Muller read. And Jamil, thank you so much too. And then we'll also, before we do that, we're going to have a closing prayer just before the names are read by Reverend Sam Meiskins. And
is found on that day. The acts of love, grace, in times of great tragedy. But we also simply remember, because time goes on, and it's important for us as a people, as a community, to remember those times when community comes together and we're reminded who we are.
Thankful for the love that we have experienced right here, this moment, in this space.